adventure. His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind.
This is High Noon and welcome. Are you prepared to draw? I hope so. And I don't mean any of that liver-lizzied, gun-slinging stuff. And I don't mean any of that arty stuff. I'm here to do that. You all will just draw together, become family, friends, help each other, support each other, all that stuff. This is a place to have a good old time, friends and frolic, and all that stuff. Okay? This is it.
Hey, just wait a sec while I get this last thing out. And how is everybody today? I hope everybody is doing fine. Not that there's anybody here yet, so let's go up a bit. Let's pop out the chat. So let's see. Well, the chat's popping out. Let's go check out how the Canadian Shield is doing. As you see, we're at 1485. We got 5 days and 4 hours left. It doesn't say that, but at 4 o'clock I'll roll over to say 5 days. So, I think we have till Saturday. So, and we're at 1485. We need $515 in the next 5 days and 4 hours. Okay, so let's go back to hanging drawing. Let's get our pop-out chat. Let's see whether anybody is here. Well, we got one watching so far. Probably me, mother. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so let's see. Anybody chatting yet? Nobody here yet? No. Oh, we got two watching. So how is everybody today? I guess I should draw today, eh? Not even sure who I'm supposed to be drawing today. Oh, let's see. We do have one. I have Nighthawks up, so let's see. So feel free to comment, chat, whatever. I'm gonna bring up, figure out what I should be drawing today. Should be Razor. Hello, Ulrich. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon. All that wonderful jazz. So we do have the straw poll ready. There are 6 entries. We'll try and wait till a few more people get here before we, start going over all the entries. And how are you today, Ulrich? So how is everybody? Oh, that's good that you are doing good. I should bring up a picture of my character, Razor, at least for myself, so I can, draw him. Got to be doing something while waiting for, a few people to get in here. What are you up to today, Ulrich, besides trying to win this contest? It's been crazy from the beginning of February to the beginning of March. My dad died at the beginning. Yeah, has been diagnosed with terminal cancer. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. That does suck, as they say. Let's see, where's Razor? But yes. But let's get this contest started. Yeah, well, let's see how many people are here. Oh, we got 5 watching. I guess we can start it. Okay, so. Okay, so. Okay. I guess we will start with Canadian Shield Chan. Let's bring up the bio for that. Okay. Well, I thought I had this so I could read it easy. Controls. Okay, history. Hashimoto Kohan lived in Akihabara of Japan. Sorry for butchering the stuff. Let's see, we also need to see this. Come on, why is everything being a pain today? No, just crush it. Okay. She tried every maple syrup on the planet, except for the real Canadian maple syrup. While walking down an alleyway, a portal opened and put in front of her a monster with a moose head with antlers for tentacle antlers? Antler tentacles? I'm not trying to say that exactly. The antlers on the moose head reached to try and grab her while calling himself Mustulu, ruler over the evil dark realm of the realm of Dark Canada. Dark Canada, the realm of Dark Canada. and master and devourer of all things cute and thick, as his tentacle antlers are about to grab Hashimoto. A maple leaf-shaped bottle of maple syrup with a magical glow falls from one of its tentacle antlers. On the bottle it reads 100% Canadian maple syrup. 100% Canadian maple syrup. Thinking this was the end, she jumped out of the way of the antlers and grabbed for it. Cause just as she wanted just one taste of it. Musulu realized she had gotten the bottle and was about to open it, so he continues his attack. Before he can get her, she has opened the bottle and gotten a drop of the syrup on her tongue, and as soon as it did, a bright light surrounded her and transformed her into the Canadian Shield-chan. With being transformed, she realizes, having watched all the anime, she had become a magical girl. She quickly figures out she can control maple syrup. With this, she hardens the maple syrup at hand and smashes Musulu in the face, sending him back through the portal, closing it, and Musulu went back through the portal. As Musulu's going back through the portal, he vows he would return and destroy her world. Now, Hashimoto guards Japan as Canadian Shield-chan from Mathulu and his minions. Powers. Canadian Shield-chan can manipulate maple syrup at will. She can transform it from liquid to a hardened state. When hardening the maple syrup, she can harden it into any shape she desires to suit the need she has for fighting her foes. She can also make massive size attacks with her powers. Hey Raggedy and hey Evan. Okay, so there is Canadian Shield-chan. Up next, as I'm calling it, Canadian Shield Mummy. Bio. Tim Horton created a radioactive maple donut. That donut bit Wayne Gretzky, and he used that power to start playing hockey again. So Justin Trudeau, with an eye patch, wrote in, kind of like Odin in that Thor movie, and told him he was unworthy. He tore the maple leaf off his chest and said, "Whoever wears this maple leaf, if they be worthy, shall wield the power of the Canadian Shield." Then he threw the leaf into the air and it floated into a nearby museum where it landed on a mummy that was on exhibit. The mummy came to life. Now he wanders Canada, fixing things like counseling this one moose whose horns had been viciously destroyed by replanting a tree that had been charged into space. Powers: flight, super speed, super strength, invulnerability, and moose counseling. Okay, this is Angelic Canadian Shield. Bio: an angel in charge of protecting Canada. Powers: enhance physical powers, speed, flight, sight, smell, hearing, etc. Strength, speed, sight, smell, hearing, etc. Flight, divine light, clean the world of sin, or I guess not sure exactly what he means by that. So that is Angelic Canadian Shield. This is Canadian Shield Girl, as I'm calling it. Okay. We can call the contest here if you want. Oh, let's see. An alias, a Canadian Shield. Real name, Kawanakishan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Height, 223.5 centimeters. Weight, 200. Weight, 220 kilograms. Classification, flying brick. In her youth, Kashiwashi set out to become a medicine woman and began scouring her region to learn of its herbs. A strange plant that she had never seen before, sitting on the side of a steep hill, on the side of a steep, caught her attention. She took a nasty spill trying to reach it, damaged badly. Keshawana noticed that she fell near a natural heated spring that had the same herb growing all around. She crawled her way in hoping to treat her wounds as much as she could. Shortly after immersing herself in the spring, she found herself uncontrollably dozing. Let's see. Ulrich says Canadian Shield chant is cool looking, but he says, I mean, Canadian Shield girl is cool, but Canadian Shield is hotter. Well, let's see. Let's finish this. Immersing in the spring, she found herself uncontrollably dozing off, expecting that she would never wake again. She did awake, but when she came to, Keshawana noticed the stars in the sky weren't the same as before, as if they moved more than the seasons allowed. She felt more rejuvenated. She felt powerful. Keshawana made her way back to where her tribe once lived to find a strange forest made of metal and stone, populated with a much larger tribe she did not recognize. She had a feeling that there was no going back to the world she knew, so Keshawana decided to learn the ways of this new world. Having strength beyond anything she could fathom, she changed her path from healer to protector, taking on the symbols of land and the modern name of the landmass from which she found herself transformed. Okay, so there is Canadian Shield Girl, as I'm calling her for, this. This is Canadian Shield 2099. In the future, where heroes are born, Eric Jones, aka the Canadian Shield, has to fight a new threat. He has been sent to the future from his present of 2012. He now finds himself in 2099, unsure if he will find a way home to his time or have to stay in the future till he dies. Okay. That's it. It doesn't really go into a lot. Powers, flight, super strength, super speed. This is referred to as, what's this one referred to as? Canadian Shield multi-arms. One day, while wandering the woods, Native American came upon a talking eagle. The eagle said he was God and that he had a special mission for him. He gave the man a special suit and sent him through time to complete his mission. Unfortunately, the native man believed the eagle instantly, not once suspecting that it was really the devil in disguise. Much like he tempted Eve in the garden, he tempted the Canadian Shield with unearned power and easy ways out. This proved his undoing. However, after several easy battles, the Canadian Shield came upon a foe he was ill prepared for, and his arm was severed in a wave of harmonic alchemy. The suit, designed to protect its wearer, immediately tried to save him by regrowing the arm. Unfortunately, as soon as the arm grew beyond the confines of the suit, it died. It died in mishap and half formed. So the suit tried again and again, all the while keeping the shield alive. The pain was excruciating, and that, combined with the fibers from the mass that had been slowly creeping into his brain, soon drove the 7'11" man mad. At last, the devil's plans came to fruition. The maddened Titan was able to take his place as war horseman of the apocalypse, along with three other simpletons the devil had given suits to. Harmonic alchemy is a creation of Mallet, formerly JP4, and is mechanically the only thing that can kill the Canadian Shield. Okay, so let's get this straw poll. I don't know who's been listening. How many we got here? Hello, Superpower Review. How are you? So, here is the straw poll to vote on who you think the best Canadian new version of the Canadian Shield is. So for this Canadian, it doesn't have a moose in its story. Not very Canadian. So let's see. Who am I voting for? So, okay, so now we're just going to let this cycle through. Come up to high noon drawing. I'm going to add in slideshow. Okay, so go ahead and let's see. People can promote whichever one they want. Right now, Canadian Shield Mummy is in the lead with 3 votes. Canadian Shield Chan is taking up the second place with 2 votes. We have 5 votes so far. Nobody else has any votes. There is we do have 5 people watching at the moment. I have cast my ballot. I will not say who I've voted for. I haven't voted. I can't be fine. Let's see. So we'll keep this up till the end of the show today, which will be about 2 o'clock, of course, and then we will announce the winner. And remember to hit the like button here and share this out. Let everybody know that we're here doing this. Okay. Okay, let's. Get people coming in to vote for you. Well, you can also, of course, put that straw poll out on Twitter to your followers or any of your social media. We got that one showing. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. Evan, if you vote for the Canadian Chan, I will show you in a DM on Twitter. I'm waiting to hear Raggedy's offer. Let's. And if anybody needs me to go over them, they are cycling through, as you can see, all 6 versions. And feel free to, of course, anybody out there in the chat, ask questions or whatever. Sorry, I was busy, too busy campaigning. Well, you need to get people here to campaign for anybody. Well, I guess you campaign on social media. Is everybody sharing that link to that straw poll out? And Raggedy, you know you have yours in there too, right? Make sure you're letting people know we're here. No. See whether we got any extra. We still have 5 votes. Canadian Shield. Mummy is still in the lead. I'm a humble boy. I am but a humble body horror artist. I never vote for myself. Or says no, but I will show you the mummy that will sway you. Can you read the bios again? I guess so. Let's see. Let's make this menu. What's the Canadian Shield Chin. History. Hakam Shamikitito Ku Koran lived in Akihabara of Japan. She tried every maple syrup on the planet except for real Canadian maple syrup. While walking down an alleyway, a portal opened up in front of her, and a monster with a moose head and an antler with the tips like tentacles appeared out of it. The antlers on the moose head, the tentacles on the tips of the antlers on the moose head, reached out to try and grab her while calling him itself Musula, ruler over the evil realm of Dark Canada A, and that he was a master and devourer of all things cute and thick. Hey, John. As his tentacles from his antlers are about to grab Hashkimita, a maple leaf shaped bottle of maple syrup with a magical glow falls from its antlers. On the bottle it reads 100% Canadian maple syrup. Thinking this was the end, she jumped and grabbed for it because she just wanted one taste of real Canadian 100% Canadian maple syrup. Before she died, Musula realizes she has avoided his tentacles and pursues the assault. But before he can reposition his tentacles to grab her for the attack, she has gotten the bottle and about to attack. Opened it, and so he tries all the harder to get his tentacles, the tips of the tentacles that are from his antlers, onto to grab her, but she gets a drop of the maple syrup on her tongue and is miraculously transformed into the Canadian Shield Chan. With being transformed, she realizes from having watched all the anime that she has become a magical girl. She quickly figures out that she can control the maple syrup. With this, she hardens the maple syrup at hand and smashes Musulu in the face, sending him back through the portal. And it closes. But as he's being drawn through the portal, he vows he would return and destroy her and the world. Nahimashatato guards Japan as Canadian Shield Chan for Musulu and his minions. Canadian Shield Chan can manipulate maple syrup at will. She can transform it from liquid to hardened state and back again. When hardening the maple syrup, it can be transformed into any shape she desires that she needs to fight her foes with. Also, she can make a massive size attacks with her powers. Okay, so up next is Canadian Shield Mummy. Dear Mummy, do we have to do this? Tim Hortons created a radioactive maple donut. That donut bit Wayne Gretzky, and he used the power to start playing hockey again. So Justin Trudeau wrote in with an eye patch, kind of like Odin in that movie Thor, and told him he was unworthy. He told Gretzky tore the maple leaf from his chest and said, "Whoever wears this maple leaf, if they be worthy, shall wield the power of the Canadian Shield." Then he threw the leaf into the air, and it floated into a nearby museum where it landed on a mummy that was on exhibit. The mummy came to life and now wanders Canada, fixing things, like counseling this one moose whose horns had been viciously destroyed, and replanting a tree that had been chucked into space. I guess he would have to go to space to get it. Let's see. Dillard here. Eric says, Dillard says, good morning. Evan says, vote. Dillard, vote Trudeau. Gretzky says, I love Wayne Gretzky. Can any candidates claim to have Wayne Gretzky? Dillard says, okay. Eric says, good morning, Dillard. Vote for Canadian Shield fan and her hit thickness. Dillard says, okay. And then says, Evan says, I have Wayne Gretzky. Elric says, if you make Canadian Shield Chan into manga, it'd be a rated teen plus. Also, remember, the Canadian Shield Chan is 18. Dillard says, I'm going to go ahead and mute for a bit. Dillard, no, you'll miss the Justin Trudeau Wayne Gretzky one. Evan says, featuring Tim Hortons. It's Hortons. There's an S there. Evan. Okay, says, but does he have to read dramatically? Absolutely not. You're missing the Canadian Shield mummy bio, Dillard. Evan says, I'm not happy you copied my Darkness script word for word. Okay, and so Canadian Shield mummy has flight, super speed, super strength, invulnerability, and moose counseling. Well, if these people could actually, have better grammar than me, we might be alright. And have a coherent thought? I know I'm not this. Okay, this is the Angelic Canadian Shield. Bio, angel in charge of protecting Canada. Powers, enhanced physical powers. Strength, speed, sight, smell, hearing, etc. He also has flight. I think it means to put here, not fight. Divine light to clean the world of sin. Okay, so then up next we have Canadian Shield Girl, as I'm calling her. Real name, Kaswana. She's 223.5 centimeters in height. Cross, blame California for my horrible spelling. Just blame California for everything. Okay. Weight 220 kilograms. Classification flying brick. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, in her youth, Kaswana set out to become a medicine woman and began scouring the region to learn of its herbs. A strange plant that she'd never seen before was sitting up on the side of a steep. Caught her attention. She took a very nasty spill trying to reach it. Damaged badly, Kaswana noticed that she fell near a naturally heated spring that had the same herb growing around it, and crawled her way in, hoping to treat her wounds. as much as she could. Shortly after immersing in the spring, she found herself uncontrollably dozing off, expecting that she would never wake again. She did wake, but when she came to, Keswana noticed the stars in the skies weren't the same as before, as if they were moved more than the seasons allowed. She felt more rejuvenated. She felt powerful. Keswana made her way back to where her tribe once lived to find a strange forest made of metal and stone populated with a much larger tribe she did not recognize. She had a feeling there was no going back to the world she knew. So Keswana decided to learn the ways of this new world. Having strength beyond anything she could fathom, she changed her path from healer to protector, taking on the symbols of the land and the modern name of the landmass from which she found herself transformed. You read the exact same way during the morning show. What morning show? You talking to me? Blamed Tim Horton for being the actual person who happens to have a chain of donut stores called Tim Hortons. Yeah, well, his name is Tim Hortons. I think it's Tim Hortons. I'm not sure. Anyways, on to the Nighthawk. 2099. Canadian Shield 2099. In a future where heroes are born, Eric Jones, aka the Canadian Shield, has to fight a new threat. He has been sent to the future from his present of 2012. He now finds himself in 2099, unsure if he will ever find a way home to his time or have to stay in the future till he dies. He has flight, super strength, and super speed. And of course, we have Canadian Shield multi-arms. One day, while wandering through the woods, a Native American came upon a talking eagle. The eagle said he was God and that he had a special mission for the man. He gave the man a suit and sent him through time to complete his mission. Unfortunately, the native man believed the eagle instantly, not once suspecting that it was really the devil in disguise. But would the devil have the power to send him through time, let alone space? Anyways, much like he tempted Eve in the garden, he tempted the Native American with the unearned power and the easy ways out to become the Canadian Shield. This proved his undoing. However, after several easy battles, the Canadian Shield came upon a foe he was ill prepared for. His arm was severed with a wave of harmonic alchemy. The suit, designated to protectors were immediately tried to save him by regrowing the arm. Unfortunately, as soon as the arm grew beyond the confines of the suit, it died misshapen and half-formed. So the suit tried again and again, all the while keeping the shield alive. The pain was excruciating, and that, combined with the fibers from the mass that had been slowly creeping into his brain. Soon, the 7'11" man drove the 7'11" man mad. At last, the devil's plan had came to fruition. The maddened Titan was able to take his place as horseman of the apocalypse, along with 3 other simpletons the devil had given suits to. Harmonic alchemy is the creation of Mallet, aka JP4, and is technically the only thing that powerful enough to kill the Canadian Shield. I disavow that. That's Baby Arm Shield. Yes, you read awful. Stop it now. Yeah. So there is the straw poll again. Let's go check this straw poll out. See if we have any movement. Nope, no movement. Raggedy says, that's baby arm shield. Well, I figured multi-armed was more accurate, seeing as one arm is not baby-armed. So, anybody else got anything to say or whatever? And we again are up to $1,485 on the Canadian Shield. We have 5 days and 3 hours left, approximately. No, I don't know, something like that. Hey there, do you have a okay, let's who did that one? I want to hire him to write the story. That Shield Angel has a pretty good story. Much better than the Canadian Shield. Let's see. It has to be 10 to 1. He has baby arms 10 to 1. If you open a browser, it may be killing the stream. The Shield Angel. Dylan says this. That Shield Angel is a pretty good story. Much better than the Canadian Shield. Who did that one? I want to hire him to write a story. That is a friend of mine from real life. Oh, we do have There are four votes in for the Canadian Shield Mummy with 2 for the Canadian Shield Chan. Please do get your votes out there. I don't know. She got derpy hair. Minus 3 points for hotness. Make sure you go and vote. Give one of these Canadian Shields your vote. Let people know who to vote. Let people know. Put it out different places. Let people know it's here. Let people know we're here doing this. Her hair is weird, but most anime protagonists have weird hair. If you know him, tell him to write me a Buffalo story. 4 pages. Do you have a carnivorous full donut? I'll pay $50 first. I don't think you'll get it page and paneled. You might have to page and panel it. And I really did give him the idea for, he couldn't think of what to write for the bio. So I just said, no, something about Canada. He made up the angel idea. And he's been here before. In the chat once or twice. I spelled too quickly. I don't pay. Let's say says I don't pay page rate. I pay flat rate, and I'll retain all rights and credit. Of course you do. You're John Dillard. You get to say, "Yeah, I wrote it." Does he get the credit for the writing? Is actually what I guess would be the. He may own the story, but does he get credit for having written the story? Oh, we got 8 people watching. Let's see whether this is going up any. I think my next contest. No, I'm hiring a ghostwriter. No credit, just cash money. I retain the rights to Canadian Shield Mummy Edition and Tim Hortons Wayne Gretzky. Cross. Post this poll on Twitter. Okay. Come cast your vote in the Battle of the Canadian Shields. I voted. Okay, I voted. I'm not saying who. I own the copyrights for both Baby and all styles of trademark scene. But the person I voted for may or may not be Mummy/Chan. Okay, so let's see. Who drew the shield as a starving African child? That's very insensitive. I think that was Evan. Or are you not talking about the Mummy one? Mummy-chan? We should team up, Elric. Unless you mean Canadian Shield 2099 by Nighthawk. Egypt's in Africa. Hey, Mallet. Here, Mallet. Here's the straw poll. I'm not sure. You can see them on the side. We got Canadian Shield Chan right there. We got Canadian Shield Mummy. We got Angelic Canadian Shield. We got Canadian Shield Girl, as I'm calling her. Canadian Shield 2099. And Canadian Shield Multi-Arms. Oh, you already voted? Cool. Egypt isn't. Space. Oh, Canadian Shield Chin has come up a vote. It's back on the heels of the Canadian Shield Mummy. We have 7 votes. And we have about 45 more minutes of voting left. I saw Stargate. Yeah, but the best mummies are from Mesoamerica. Raggedy says Mallet earlier recommended that harmonic alchemy was the only way to hurt the Canadian Shield. No, I was reading your bio, and then I disavowed. Uh, the Shield is easily bested by a skilled too. Vote for Canadian Shield Chan, and Harmonic Alchemy will have a cameo in the possible Canadian Shield Chan manga. Or any scientist. It's tied. Oh wow, we got a tie? Ooh, we got a tie. It's neck and neck. We have 2 people in first place and 4 people in last place. Oh, I should say second place, not last place. Although second place is last place at the moment. I think Dillard's talking about himself. Easily beaten by a stiff breeze. I've lost. Oh, what? Oh, Canadian Shield has taken the first place with 5 votes. The Mummy is coming in second and third place. There's 4 third place winners. Although they're all last place winners. Because they all have no votes. And how are you today, Mallet? I'm not sure they're asked yet. I don't know, you can try. A small child with asthma can defeat you, John? I want to change my vote. Restart the poll. John, I have a business proposal for you. Good. Dillard's wondering what the IP duplication checking. Shake your head. We do have Skriddle Battle today, so not just fun morning today, but have fun afternoon as well. I don't want her to steal it. I steal nothing. Dillard's going to look at his DMs. Group battle is. Hey, Bullet, how are you? Here is the link to the straw poll. I didn't steal anything. I told the truth. Whew. If you're actually serious, I will, John. That Bullet, that's Canadian Shield 2099. Multi-arms. Canadian Shield multi-arms. Canadian Shield Chan. Canadian Shield Mummy. I need my mummy. Angelic Canadian Shield. And Canadian Shield Girl. Whew. Let's see what we get. See if any more people have voted. Oh, we have one for Angelic Canadian Shield and one for Canadian Shield multi-arms. We are up to 11 votes. We have 5 for Canadian Shield Chan, 4 for Canadian Shield Mummy, 1 for Angelic Canadian Shield, 1 for Canadian Shield multi-arms, and 0 for Canadian Shield Girl, and 0 for Canadian Shield 2099. We shall talk. Let's see. baby arms. Did you look? Tell who did what? I was trying to not say who did what. Although, some of the people in here can probably tell you. I'm lighting my cigarettes with $20 bills, but need them to be wanted. Yes, I say yes to mallet. But ideas, I need it. I made Canadian Shield Chan. Dylan says, I will think of some. We shall talk. Yes, sir. Did you get that thing I sent you, Dillard? Hey, Elric of Earth 616. I was thinking of slightly altered cross-verse items. Rise, did you get that thing? The thing I sent you? No, you sent it after I was asleep, and then I went to work. I'm still at work. How have you been, Bullet? No, Mallet. Ditchwitch battle is more important. They need to sell. I did have. I've been good. Can't complain. Agree. Our work says in ditching work. I'm doing okay, but having fun. Fun, 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 till your daddy takes your T-bird away. Singing the hits. Yes, the singing the hits of 50 years ago with Rick Piper. Yes. Wouldn't it be nice if We were. Hey, Metal, how are you? Here is the link. Let's see whether we got any changes. Nope, no changes, still 11 votes. And we have the Canadian Shield Chin winning with 5. Canadian Shield Mummy taking up the second place with 4. Angelic, Canadian Shield, Multi-Arm Canadian Shield, and Canadian Shield Girl all taking up are neck and neck for third place with Canadian Shield 2099 running the long race in last. Now, I think Metal's going to vote for himself, or did almost all the songs. Vote for me. I know who Metal is voting for. Forget had an entire as well entry as well. I'm old enough. Hey, Gamatron. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You don't have to say who you voted for. It says he should have voted for himself. Well, I can pretty much guess who you voted for, Gamatron. But I won't say. But what I will say is we have a tie for first place at the moment. We have Canadian Shield Chan and Canadian Shield Mummy running neck and neck. In second place, running in neck and neck is Angelic Canadian Shield. Followed by, right next to him is Canadian Shield Girl and Canadian Shield Multi-Arms. Coming in last place at the moment is Canadian Shield 2099, and we have 20 minutes to go on this race. Good morning, Gamatron, says Ulrich. Dylan says Gamatron. The vote hasn't moved for ages. We can easily tell. Docs time. I didn't dox nobody. Well, it is me. I'm always going to vote for the option that causes the most headaches. But that's all right, Gamatron. Oh, I'm not sure whether you guys saw. I didn't put it in yet. I'm not sure whether it's too late or not. I do have my Wonderland piece for Cult of Raven. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Eagle 43 and Evan. And I'm thinking my next contest that I will do, although I suggested it yesterday to Flit for the Cult of Raven, is redesign Raven. I've actually started on it myself. There's my concept. I'm just calling the Raven, and I'm actually thinking of putting him into Cross Comics at some point. And maybe he'll end up with a whole cult following. And what's your contest going to be, Metal? About. Yeah, I guess that's a good question too. A line of what? Production line of what? Metal. About 13 more minutes for voting, people. Want to get all your friends and family and people, whatever, to vote for you. You don't got much time left. Yeah, please add. Let's see. It's still 5 and 5. Maybe it's scented candles. Maybe it's a line of dancing thing. Bullet saying, hey, the GMT. Game of Tron. Metal says, just a fan art contest of sorts with prizes for first place, first, second, and third place. His grand prize is a full color commission and a 4-page short comic with an insert or OC of them where they get to decide the plot. I should have waited to vote until the last possible second. I'm looking into a line of Alex says, sounds like awesome. Second gets a full color commission, and third gets an inked commission. Sounds good. My dynamic line is Exdenimus Chaos. You've got a website for that, right, Metal? What's the fan art contest going to be about? Get them. Okay, so first Enterprise is a full color commission and a 4-page short comic with an insert or an OC original character of them, where they get to decide the PLP. Is that plot? It's supposed to be plot? Oh, fan art for your stuff. Okay, Metal, if you want, put a link to your website in. So, who gets to write the 4-page comic, I guess, is the best way to short comic. You or them? If it's, especially if it's their character. I'll just make a, grab it and put it in, so. I think you need the www actually, or an HTM. For a link, anyways. Let's check on this. There we go. Yeah, it needed the HTT to make it a fully functioning link. They technically get to write it, but if they aren't much of a writer, I will probably do most of the work. I'll be editor and whatnot. Yeah, it makes sense. So it's fan art of your characters. Um, Can it be any of the characters from the page? Metal? And can they do with the comic what they want? After you've made it? I'm talking for the grand prize, of course. Like, get it printed up and all that. And everybody make sure you're... Oh. Okay, we got about a minute here. For the straw poll. Okay, so let's see. Let's view results. See if anything's changed. Okay, so it does look like we're going to have a tie. So 56. Okay, so it's 56 now. You can all see. We also pimp the winners out in a blog post and the customers. Cool. So it looks like it's a tie for the winner. So I will make both into a card for the campaign. So Evan's Canadian Shield Mummy will be made into a card, and so will Um, Elric Canadian Shield Chan. Oh yeah, I guess we could do that. But I think I'll do what I said and make both into. Or, there's the question. Do you guys want me to do a sudden death straw poll, or do you want me to do both? Okay, bullet saying left. Yeah, I know, Alric. You're fine with both. There's a chance you might not win, right? Although Evan's probably fine with both too. Try them both, Huggy. Okay, so I will get those made up in the next couple days. I'm probably gonna I suggest one card, but the characters combined into one. Canadian Mummy Chan. Well, it's 2 o'clock, folks. I've got to go. The ghost who walks. So long as say Edward. I'll get it. So that's it. We have 2 winners: Canadian Shield Chan and Canadian Shield Mummy. We'll get the cards made up, or the fronts, anyways, made up in the next couple days. I'm gonna. Alric, we might have to get together. We might have to get together because we got to make yours a little bit more readable. And then I'm probably going to reduce it so it'll fit on a card. I think Evans should fit on the card, the backstory. So thank everybody for coming out, voting. It's not meant to be insulting. It's, unfortunately, meant to be factual. And I don't mean anything. Heck, a lot of times my stuff needs to become readable. I'm as bad at times, so I'm not knocking them. So yeah, thanks for everybody for coming out, voting, all that wonderful stuff. We'll see you all later. Hopefully I'm on some different shows today. If you haven't backed the Canadian Shield, please go back it. We are only $515 away from getting to the goal. And right now, folks, the next 12 people that back at a physical tier, well, not physical tier, the $45 tier and above, the next 12 people that back at the next 45 and above will get one of these prints signed. The next 12 people to back at the $45 plus tier. We'll also get no problem, Gamertron. So, okay, we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day. Hopefully we will see you all later on some shows. Bye for now. God bless.